in space, this planet is a virtual paradise, the only one known of its kind. It is our planet, Earth. But something is wrong. The life-sustaining systems of this planet are breaking down. What happened? Us. Human civilization and our relentless consumption has brought this planet to an end. But specifically, our destructive addiction to one single resource may push us over the edge. And that resource is oil. Oil is essentially ancient sunlight. Since the dawn of time, plants captured sunlight. After billions of years of decomposing in the earth, this fossilized sunlight became fuel, oil, coal, or gas. This ancient sunlight has become modern civilization's battery pack. The problem is, oil is a finite resource. We are running out of the very thing our society is depending on to function. But worse, our burning of oil and other fossil fuels has dumped over 700 billion tons of carbon pollution into the atmosphere, as if it were a stone. We are altering life on this planet. How? The accumulated pollution causes the atmosphere to trap more of the sun's heat. The Earth's surface temperature is actually going up. This is what is known as global warming. That almost sounds inviting. That in a world 20 years from now, we will all be living in a tropical paradise, where the extent of our problems will be pondering which SPF sunscreen to use. But don't be fooled. Thousands of climate scientists agree that global warming is not only the most threatening environmental problem, but one of the greatest challenges facing all of humanity. The 1990s alone have been the warmest decade of the entire millennium. Temperatures have already gone up by 1 degree Fahrenheit in the last century. Maybe that doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. It only took 4 small degrees to shift us out of the last ice age. When you turn on the TV and you hear about killer heat waves, extreme weather conditions, freak storms, drastic flooding of cities, rising sea levels, giant chunks of ice breaking off from the Antarctic, coral reefs bleaching out and dying, make the connection. It is global warming and climate change. In the face of this disaster, what have big corporations and politicians done about it? Unfortunately, not enough. The fact is they've gained too much money and power off our addiction to oil. This makes them dangerously resistant to change. But are we? We must demand a separation between oil and state. We can get off oil and slow down global warming. We can use energy more efficiently and support renewable, clean energy sources, new green technologies that don't burn carbon like hydrogen fuel cells, wind and solar power. We can vote for leaders who care about protecting your health, the air, and the environment. We can support nonprofits who are making a difference. We can be environmentalists. So get educated.
The Earth is kept warm by its atmosphere, which acts rather like a woolly coat. Without it, the average surface temperature would be about -18 degrees centigrade. Heat from the sun passes through the atmosphere, warming it up. Most of it warms up the surface of the planet. As the Earth warms up, it emits heat in the form of infrared radiation. Some of this heat is trapped by the atmosphere, but the rest escapes into space. The so-called greenhouse gases make the atmosphere trap more of this radiation, so it gradually warms up more than it should, like a greenhouse. This increases the temperature of the Earth, which is called global warming.
Life depends on the warmth of the sun being trapped by a layer of gases that surround the Earth. We now produce so much of these heat-trapping gases that the layer is getting thicker, heating the world, changing our climate and threatening our way of life. As the world gets hotter, the climate will change and some of the extreme effects we have witnessed will become more frequent, making our planet a more hostile place to live. If we could see the gases, the causes of the problem would be obvious to everyone. And if you could see the effect we are having on our planet, you'd do something about it. The solutions exist, and it's not too late to make a difference, but we have to act now, today. Government, industry, and individuals acting together to tackle the problem. For more information and to get involved, visit climatechallenge.gov.uk. Tomorrow's climate is today's challenge.